good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. For a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for room. It's Goff. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Williams.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame
got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Danzy. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. At fever pitch. Carr above the noise. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown! Wolfpack. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Making the adjustment. From the gun on third down, Carr. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
A shot toward the end zone. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Now here's Carr. Rush right in his face. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. In the red area, it's James. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Carr from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a catch in the end zone for 6.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Right side, it's snow. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice cut, nice timing between quarterback and wide receiver. That out route has to be pushed towards the sideline. The sideline's your friend. You don't want to miss short where the DB can make a play. Great throw, great catch.
Now on first down from the 30. Running inside, it's Scott. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Here comes the offense on second down. Right back to it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Burrowing for yardage. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Lets it fly. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down. The one play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. As that's the final play here in the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hits inside, it's Gauze. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Snow. Wolfpack will get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, they're chewing up clock on offense right now. They've been able to stay on the field and sustain this drive. They've been really, really good on 3rd downs, and it's not just throwing the football, but they've been able to do it running, too. Give the guys up front a lot of credit, getting some big-time blocks. Really nice job by the running back there as well. And this drive stays alive for the Oak.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure going right. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, we just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snapped in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Lining up to tackle one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From deep, it's Walton. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close. Kill. 776 captain. 776 captain.
Gonna run it. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Firing for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight.
He's loose. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the red zone, it's Scott. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
It is good. Wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 94, set to advance on the fly.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
Take over 1st and 10.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Back to throw. It's Carr. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. The give on the counter. Turning it on! And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Right side, it's Gilbert. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take the...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just trying to get behind the defense. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for space. It's Walton. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Driving forward, it's Walton. He almost punched it in for 6. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Motion from the wideout. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. The run inside. It's Scott. Crosses the 30. He's going. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Driven back.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Hand off from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gets the back moving. Play action, C.J. Carr. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second and long here. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Walton. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give is to Williams. There's some room. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throwing, Carr. He's going for a big play downfield. Goes high to pull it in.
Deep downfield. Picks up a chunk of yardage. First and goal, Notre Dame.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Tough run here. It's Williams. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Carr going for 6. Touchdown, Irish! They take the lead with the 6.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy, and the defender just simply got beat.
And he made the extra point without problem.
NC State, 24.
On the return, it's Scott. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on first down. Still looking to his right. Unleashes one. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Got some green grass. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it on the counter. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
Ready. Hey, kill it. 674, take off. 674, take off.
Bush is ahead. Looking for a crease. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're going to ride this running back. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Going with the counter play here. Maybe some room here. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have.
The big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Now here's Carr. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeps it looking for room. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's Carr to throw. Lets it fly. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. What a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Out wide right, it's Goss. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. NC State going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Looking for a crease, it's Scott. Stopped right there.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Snags it over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets him to the 41. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Throwing, Carr. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. 3 6-point lead. Put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Right side, it's Snow. There, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense got it, they're on the run. He goes out of bounds. They'll take over the football right there, and they'll be able to go home with the victory. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.